Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from around the world. This is Tai'Shan here, right? So today we're gonna go through a little bit of a sharing on the Tai'Shan trip that I've just made recently. Went there to basically learn qigong and then run off a bit to do some recce for you all to take a look at how Tai'Shan is, right? So, this is the session, whereby a lot of people actually just PM me a lot, asking a lot of questions around, right? So I thought of, just made one of this session so that I can explain to you what are the experience in Tai'Shan, whereby, I experienced that. And as you all know, I'll be making a trip over to Tai'Shan, right? So first excursion trip ever that's led by me, right? To bring some of you who want to go and experience a real feng shui landform, because that's a place whereby it's really nice to learn some landform. A lot of things that you guys learn from books, very difficult to find the correct landform to learn from, right? So this is where we can go in and take a look. Hello Eileen, how are you going? Good morning to you. Right, hopefully it's a nice time, right? So right now it's 24th of June, so it's the almost at the end of the month already, right? Time passes very fast, right? It's like blink of an eye. It was like the beginning of the year. Now it's already at the mid of the year already, right? So everything is moving in a very fast manner. Okay, right? So it's already half a year. It's about time that we all take stock on whatever that is happening, and it's time to plan out for the next year. And in the trip to Taiwan, we will have a session to basically talk about next year energy. Hello, good morning, Ashley. How are you doing? Right, so yeah, right. So now give you a bit of sharing on what is the situation in Taiwan, why we want to go there, what are the things that we will be learning, right? So what are the impact that I have in this particular place, right? So now first of all, right, just this particular picture. This is actually the Tai'Shan, right? This is the picture of Tai'Shan. So a lot of people see that what the hell is a dragon. Now this one, when you go there, I will show you what they call a dragon. Because this is a mountain range. In Malaysia, you only see single mountain. In Malaysia, most of the time, what you see is what we call embrace sasau, right? So in Malaysia, what we see is sasau. Very rare that you'll be able to see a mountain range unless you go to Titi Wangsa, right? So Titi Wangsa area is a mountain range, right? So but most of us in KL, when you look at it, you only look at singular mountain, which is called a sasau. So then you'll be able to differentiate what is called a single mountain versus a mountain range. So Tai'Shan is the mountain range. So when they, and the nice thing is that when you go up to the top of the Tai'Shan, you are really at the top of the entire mountain. So 360-degree, you can basically see all the mountain ranges. So how they go down there, I can tell you what is called a dragon vein. Dragon vein, they call it, right? So then you can very clearly see what are they called dragon vein, right? So those are the things that I can go there and show you, right? So you are not there, very difficult to see. It's like this one I tell you, like this particular line, going up, this particular line that's going up over there, it's going up over there, that's going up over there. That is called the mountain range. And good, what line? I also don't know how to say what to you. Hello, Erica, how are you doing? Right, Erica is the queen of holiday right now. She can go on holiday for like 1.5 months, and everything's still okay. Jealous there, you're jealous of Erica. Right, so hello Angeline, how are you doing? Hello Sylvia. Right, top of Tai'Shan, shaky leg. No lah, I won't shaky leg on that, don't worry lah. Right, so but there are some scary thing on the top of Tai'Shan. The entire top of Tai'Shan actually no barrier one. Yeah, there are no protective barrier, and you can see that the local, literally climb from one rock to another rock taking selfie. I was like, if you want sleep, right? Ooh, that is scary, right? That one is scary. Erica, back already. Spiritual expedition. All right. Okay, Ken, spiritual expedition, come. Let's just go in and take a look at the mountain situation. Right, so let me shrink myself down to the smaller version. So first of all, let you just see, right? So now perspective wise, where is Tai'Shan? Right, perspective wise, where is Tai'Shan? So in China, there are 5 separate mountains which we call Tai'Shan. Right, Tai'Shan is the 5 most significant mountain in China. Each of them govern one direction: north, south, east, west, and center. right? North, south, east, west, and center. And Tai'Shan is the most important mountain of all of them. When you go to the other mountain, they will tell you they are the most important. Right. Yeah, right. So now Tai'Shan, they call Tai'Shan Bắc Tao. Tai'Shan Bắc Tao means that actually Tai'Shan is the where the handle of the what we call the Bắc Tao Sing, right? So the Bắc Tao Sing, which is the what do we call the Bắc Tao Sing already? Northern star, right? The northern star, whatever lah, right? So you call it, right? So they are the handle portion of it. So it's the most significant mountain because why? Here's the thing, right? In the olden day, we don't have skyscraper. The only way for you to reach a high top and to see the sunrise, and Tai'Shan is the highest point in the east. In the east side, Tai'Shan is the highest. So that's why a lot of emperor will take their pilgrimage journey to Tai'Shan, right? So now last time when we talk about it, the Beijing happened to be one of the capital. The Beijing happened to be one of the capital. So the emperor would need to make a trip from Beijing to Tai'Shan. All right, so go there and do pray, you know. Basically, is to ask the god of Tai'Shan. Yeah, the Tai'Shan got a god of Tai'Shan, you know, to approve, to allow them to execute the big plan that they want to do. So there is this ritual which is called the Fengshan ritual. So it's actually Fengshan ritual. So Fengshan ritual, right? So you go and do that particular prayer is basically to tell gods that, you know, hey, you know, I got this wonderful plan that, you know, I want to do, right? So, you know, it's like, you know, would you give it a yes for me to do it, right? So when they receive that particular yes signal from them, right, that's where they start to execute all of it. So all the generational emperor, all of them will basically go and, you know, look at Tai'Shan for that particular guidance. So Tai'Shan is the highest point whereby they can first see sunrise. You want to see sunrise, you know, Tai'Shan is a good place, right? So, but when you are following me for the trip, you won't be seeing sunrise because I just checked with them. If you want to see sunrise, what you need to do is that the day before at night, you need to go up there and chop your place. Yes, there will be a lot of people going up there with a sleeping bag. You know, they have to go up there in the mountain and chop your place and basically sleep there at night and then in the morning see your sunrise. Or else there's no way for you to see the sunrise. So I won't be doing that. It's a bit crazy. Or you can pay exorbitant amount of money to stay in the hotel up there. You can also see sunrise. Which both also we won't do. Right? No budget to bring you all to that level. Right. So if I want to bring you all to that level, the price that I quote won't be such a affordable price. What about sunset? Sunset on the other side is cannot see. If you want to see sunset, I think you go Wasan is better. Right, sunset is on the other side. Okay, so you won't see much. You know, sunrise is a very good thing for you to see because from Tai'Shan you can actually see the sea on a clear day, on a freaking clear day when there is no dust cloud. A lot of dust cloud. Right, so you can see the thing. So how precarious is the journey? So now this is modern from Beijing. You want to reach Tai'Shan, 600 km only actually. It's about 600 km trip, right? So we'll be taking the high speed rail, right? So for those of you who have never sit on a high speed rail before, yes, amazing, 300 km per hour, and it's completely silent. Nice, okay. Right, very, very nice there. Now we'll be traveling there, right? So it's a 2-hour trip in with the train, right? So I expect that, right? So no, it's doing that. So if you walk, that'll probably take about 2 weeks. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Right. So just imagine last time the emperor have to risk their life. Now every time emperor get out from the what we call the protective area of them, right? Actually, they are very dangerous because a lot of people want to murder them. Everybody want their place, man. Very normal. So for you to, you know, make the trips over to Tai'Shan there, which is completely exposed, and to, you know, legitimize your rules at the place is a very high risk. What we call high speed rail in China is super comfortable. Yes, very, very nice, very, very, very amazing, super cheap. No lah, not super cheap lah, but can affordable lah. Right. So you know, the entourage to basically go to the places is actually huge one, right? You don't imagine the emperor, is gonna be like, alone sneaking go to Tai'Shan. No, the entourage is large. So that's why when we are at Tai'Shan, you will be able to see the, you want to call the hotel of the emperor hotel, huge. It's a huge place. Because why is a huge place, right? All the army would be inside that particular area camping. It's a huge place, right? So then there will be specific, you call it room lah. I don't know what to call it, room, or you want to call it pagoda, or you want to call it whatever it is. The emperor will be in there, right? So there will be several similar pagoda over there, right? So, and people don't know the emperor is in which one, right? So he will swap around, maybe this time stay this one. All of them are the same. So you will start to see all this and start to appreciate it. And more importantly is you start to appreciate the alignment of building towards the Tai'Shan. You go there, you will start to see that all the buildings are aligned in the same freaking direction. I say that if you're gonna do feng shui in that place, it's gonna be the easiest feng shui ever, because every single house is the same. Every single building is the same. They're freaking really all of it is the same. One direction. Okay? Right. So this is where, right? So there's the travel. You're gonna go into Beijing. Flying definitely is Beijing. You're flying already. So we will spend our first day in Beijing. First, there will be a class session. So I will prep you all for Qigong first, because we will be using Qigong as a point of connecting before doing my manifestation. A lot of people say that, don't know how to get into the state, right? So I find Qigong is the easiest to get into the state, because it's very practical and it's very well, what we call very well practiced. So it's easy for me to explain to you what to feel, what to look for, how to basically do it. Much more easier than, the verbal, get into the state. You don't even know what the state is. So right now I can describe to you the state, and we can practice. You will be able to feel it. Okay, pretty easy. And then when we go there, at time we'll be able to borrow the land qi, which is the formation, and also the feng shui qi there to further boost up the what we call potency of the manifestation that you'll be doing. So we'll be going through that particular part of it. Right, so in Tai'Shan. So let's take a look, right? So this is one of the funny pictures. That is actually the peak of Tai'Shan. At least how they would envision it. At certain angle, at certain angle, you can actually align the Tai'Shan to that particular hole, right? So it's just for song to tell you, right? So that's basically the peak of the Tai'Shan. So if you take a look, right? So now this one, if you take a look at it, now this is called Pui San Min Sui, right? A lot of those people, like to see that, hey, what does it mean by back mountain front water? Back mountain front water is one of the formation in feng shui that people are looking for. So a lot of people hear back mountain front water but don't know how it look like. This is how back mountain front river, basically front river, front water look like. Okay, right? So that is easy for me to tell you the formation, how to basically recognize it, because it's real life. And more importantly is that I can bring you to place whereby, exactly you can see that particular image. Normal circumstances, very difficult to basically bring you to places for you to see. And usually bring you to places, the places also need to be able to accommodate people. Correct or not? You cannot simply stop in the middle of the highway to basically show you stuff, and it's not really like that. Right? Don't be like typical Malaysian. Typical Malaysian is what, Penang Bridge open, everybody stop their car in Penang Bridge. Take photo. Yeah, that's what we do. Okay. But yes, just Malaysian only. So we can go to, so I've identified a few places, vintage point, you want to call it. Then we can go there and I can tell you that, hey, this is how a metal mountain look like. Perfect, easy to recognize metal mountain. Or else on book you see metal mountain, right? It's like cannot recognize, don't know how. And this one also you'll be able to tell you why at different angle things changes. Yeah, mountain different angle change one, right? So there's no way for you to say that is that a metal mountain. Depends where you stand. Okay, you stand here, it look different. You stand there, it look different, right? So this is where then you start to know what is called an alignment. So some places I will go and tells you how to look at alignment, because some of the building is very obviously aligned to something. So at that point in time, I can bring you to that particular place and look at, hey, they design the entire place to align to this particular thing. Like for example, most of the temple in Taiwan is basically a straight line. Straight line, really. It's a straight line to the Tai'Shan. You open up the map, you click on temple, right? You will see that all the temple is basically within that particular blind alignment. Obvious, right? So and then when you are on top, again, if the place is clear, you can straight away see the entire Taiwan city, right? So then you start to see that, oh yeah, really all the building is basically one direction. Right, so you will start to know that why certain feng shui say that going to pick here and here. If the fellow grew up in this particular place, right, all the building is that particular facing. What conclusion do you think that fellow has? Simple, man, right? But you need to be there. Okay, you have to be there. Then only you'll be able to see these kind of things. Need to go there and take a look. Then only I'll be able to show you. Hello, Pepui, how are you doing? Right. So now, some of you take a look at things like Qigong. Doesn't know whether you guys understand or not Qigong. Now, this is called Qigong alignment. So just observe the person. Right? Can you see that when the master pull the person up, the person actually follow the entire flow of the Qi. Right? So if you miss it, I just pull it back again for you to see. Right? Can you see? Right? This is called allowing the Qi to guide you. You want to do manifestation, you want to allow the universe to guide you, you need to be relaxed enough to allow things to happen. You have to cooperate with the Qi. So a lot of people manifest, nothing happen, right? Because why? They don't cooperate with the Qi. Right? They don't cooperate with it. They cannot even detect Qi. So when we go there that time, I will teach you how to detect Qi awareness. We'll do a bit of a Qi awareness. So you will start to detect Qi. You will start to be able to know that, oh, this is how Qi is. Right? So through long time practice, when you are what I call relaxed enough to allow things to happen, and then you'll be able to connect and use Qi for your Chinese metaphysics, at least for our Bazi, Feng Shui, and Qi purpose. Right? So the idea here is that to introduce a component which is often missing in a lot of practice, which is the Qi component. Right? All the 5 art in Chinese metaphysics has Qi component in them. So in the what we call, when we go there for the excursion, there will be a session where I specifically will explain to you how does the 5 art works, and you will start to see the connection. You will start to see that Chinese metaphysics is really very, very amazing, because at that point in time they can already see the connection between different art, and now you start to see that why the 5 art, in a way, they are the same. They have the same basis. They have the same Trinity basis. They have the same yin yang basis. So once you start to understand, you can put things together, then you are very clear in terms of when you practice. Doesn't matter whether you practice Feng Shui, when you practice Qi, when you practice Bazi, you'll be able to put the 3 components together yourself and make the entire process much more potent. And you will also understand why a lot of people, when they practice that time, it doesn't really work too well, or your result is not very consistent. It's because you did not put the 3 components together. Right? A lot of people hardly even being able to put 2 components together, not said 3. 2 components also, they find it very difficult to put together. So this time we go there, we learn to identify the 3 components. Right? Then we put it together. So same thing when we go there is that I am putting 3 components together for you, the Qigong component, the Land Qi component. Right? So, and also the mindset component. We will be putting some of these components together, right? So that you understand, right? So important. We will be talking about 2025. Okay, so 2024 is, frankly speaking, at this current moment, 2024 is half gone, right? So if you have not done enough to leverage on it, the rest of the year, you might as well put in the energy into building next year. That's how it works, guys, right? So you need to actually prepare, pre-prep Right, so I'll give you enough information for you to prep before going to do your manifestation in Tai'Shan. Right, so amazing place. Tai'Shan is the all the emperor that you know, which is very very famous one. All of them have been there before. Right, so you have 秦皇帝秦始皇Alright, so that fella is the one that what we call unified the entire China. So he's the one who whack off all the warlord. Right, so he's the one who went there. Right, so then you got your Han Wudi. Han Wudi is the fella who made Silk Road possible. Yeah, now he's the one who expanded China's border, makes Silk Road possible. Then you got your Mozartin. Mozartin also is a very special ladies. She's the only ladies emperor, and she's the one who is able to quell all the bureaucracy in the what we call palace there. Then you got your Qianlong, right? So you have your all those. So now just tell you each of them, every single empire is like 400 years of power, and they themselves all go to Tai'Shan and basically get the mandate from the mountain. So there is certain potency up there, and I will tell you what are the landform on top. I will tell you what are the landform that is available that has assisted in the entire process. And so those will be able to go and see. So you need to be up there to take a look, then only you'll be able to identify. So a lot of time again, landform you read book doesn't really work too well. Right? So this is Confucius. If you don't know, Confucius is actually a Shandong guy. Right? He is born in this place called Qifu, so which is probably another hour drive to which we will visit. So every year you will see a lot of students in China. It's a must do, by the way. Right? It's a must do in China. So the this place is actually the biggest Confucius. You want to call Confucius temple, it's called Confucius temple. Right, so Confucius has the most amount of temple in China. He got even more temple than your what we call your Guanyin temple. All right, so yeah, Confucius is very very famous in China. Right, so when we go there, we'll be able to see his temple. All right, so I want to see his house, which is important to see his house. There are some story that you need to know. Right, so now just tell you, Confucius wasn't a very successful person. Confucius, his generation is very successful. So we'll be taking a look at his grave. Yeah, how does his grave is able to help his descendant in moving up the emperor? So the great thing is about it is that also the same. Every generation of emperor would actually come over and they respected the Confucius family line. Right, Confucius family is treated very different. They are the only family almost in the entire China that is allowed to have same design as the emperor, which is the yellow color golden roof. Other people are not allowed to have golden color roof and a yellow color roof. Their house is April, and their house is a conglomerate of different generation, because every generation when they come, right, what they do is that they commission the house to be built bigger. So you would see that, from the small little tiny house, how they become bigger, huge and huge. You basically take a look at that. And again, you will start to see the alignment of this particular house, to the nearby energy source. You take a look at that. And so now we'll go in and take a look, right? So all of this wonderful stuff. Right, so this is Confucius temple. So you can see different places is built in different what we call era, right? So it started off small, then new emperor come, it's like commission a few more, blah, 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 become bigger and bigger. Right, so this one also I will start to tell you, there are some feng shui that, the theory is great, but when you bring it back to the modern time, there's no way for you to do it. Because first of all, you don't have this piece of land. Right, so these are all the Confucius temple, the red color dot one. You can see that there's a lot of Confucius temple in China. A lot. Right, so this guy and his descendant is famous. Shit famous. Okay? So we're going to study a bit. How the yin feng shui, what yin feng shui had this particular person done. that helps his generation to prosper and also foster. That'll be interesting, right? Yeah, interesting to basically find out what are the formation that's actually being done there. Right, so this is his temple. So every year a lot of businessmen come and right. So when I was there, they were performing the ritual. All right, so to basically ask for prosperity from Confucius, ask for wisdom from Confucius. Right, so the building over here, right? So you can see the red color building, right? This entire building got no nails on, all woods, completely built in woods. Okay, zero nails. Right, so and China last time got a lot of this particular building, but it's very difficult for it to survive. Is because when it burned to the ground, and their firefighting technology at that point in time crap. You see it, you will start to see the firefighting technology. You go like, this is called firefighting technology, right? Look like building in the Forbidden City, yeah, lor. Right. So the yellow color roof, other places cannot do yellow color roof one. You have to be approved by the emperor. Only emperor is allowed to do this sort of golden yellow color roof. Right. Normal one, they have to use the boring, I don't know, black or gray color tiles. Right. So yeah, they are allowed. Their house is allowed to do so. So you can see that how much the emperor actually give face lah. I just say give face to them, right? So they have contributed a lot, right? So they have contributed a lot, or more specifically saying that Confucius descendant has actually contributed a lot, right? So really seriously, Confucius itself is pretty sad. His story is pretty sad. Okay, so we will talk about it, and we will talk a little bit about at the same period of time, right? There's this another fellow which is Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu is the one that wrote Tao Te Ching, right? So if you have seen, the path of the Tao Te Ching versus him, right? So a lot of people say that Confucius is the student of Lao Tzu. Anyway, I don't care. Okay, right? So you start to understand that why at that point in time Lao Tzu is more popular than Confucius. Then why upon some generation later Confucius become more popular than Lao Tzu. You will start to see the connection, right? So more importantly is that learn how they structure things. Maybe you might want to do the same thing as well, right? Frankly speaking, I'm not interested in doing the thing that he's doing. Okay, come, let's take a look at it, right? So this is his place, right? So just take a look at how the mountain, right? All the mountain there, how it channel the particular energy into the Confucius area. Right, so and other than they got the Gao Kok Soi, 9-band water. Right, so 9-band water is a very good water feng shui, water dragon formation. Right, water dragon formation, very good. And also the Confucius itself, they have a jade belt formation. Right, so like this one, I know you've read before what is a jade belt for formation. Maybe you want to go there and take a look. Okay. Not there, 講咩鬼嘢啫？有乜好講啫？Right, so I tell you all the energy channel there. 鬼啊！呢個乜都睇唔到。Right, go there, stand there, then you can see lah. Go there, stand there, can tell you, can see that how things are basically channeled. Right, so a lot of things in landform feng shui, you need your eye to do. Cannot do theory. Book you read until you die also cannot. Sometimes it's like cooking. Cooking, you read the recipe book, you read until how also no use, you have to go and cook. You have to go and buy the ingredient, you have to go and cook. Then only you know what the hell is happening. Same thing with this sort of feng shui. So that's why when last time when they say they learn feng shui, right, it's basically running around the mountain. Right? This is what it is. Right? So right now the running around the mountain is exchanged to me going to do Reiki for you guys. And then when Reiki is done already, I already know exactly what to show you all. Then you all come together in a very happy mood. Go there makan with me. Then we go to the place and I tell you, stand here, look there. Then you go stand here, look there. Then you're gonna, I can see it right now. Last time don't know how to see. So hopefully when you come back that time, you'll be able to do the same thing as in stand in a place and look there and observe what is available. Right, so this is your Confucius place, right? So this is Confucius place. Now, just now I told you, specific alignment. So I found this particular building, Supposed to be a hotel. Supposed to be at that point in time. I don't know what the hell it is. It is aligned to a mountain. It's aligned to a mountain with rather menacing things there, right? Yeah. Okay, right. So it's called alignment. Okay, right. So no, you have to be there only, you know, right? So if you're not there, right, you won't see. You won't there, you won't see. You just won't observe. Right. So these are things that, you know, when you look at it. So there's a specific purpose for, you know, what we call looking at this particular mountain. Right. Right. So then there I can tell you this mountain is what sort of mountain. You go there only, then you can see that, oh, you know, this is what we call what sort of mountain it is. Right. Interesting for you to take a look. Right. So go back first. Right. So can see the all the temple and everything is basically aligned straight. It's a straight alignment to the top of the what we call Tai'Shan. Straight alignment. Really, really, this one, you know, we can stand on one of the pavilion. Right. So we will go up in one of the pavilion. We stand in one of the pavilion. Then I'll show you the alignment. You start to see, right, how this entire thing is aligned. So now you just remember this thing are built long shit time ago when there is no laser alignment, no GPS. And at that point in time, right, the place is like dense forest all over the places. One. How did the architect manage to build like that? Ever think of it? Right? Yeah. Right? It's not as convenient as us right now. You know, we can, you know, take satellite mapping, align here and there. Right? Hello, Manhui, how are you doing? Right? So these are all the things that, you know, you guys will be going there and start to see with your own eyes. Right, and start to understand that, oh yeah, these are things that is happening right now. Oh yeah, oh last time, you know. And of course, you know, I want you to start to appreciate, you know, our forefather. At that point in time when technology wasn't that particularly great, they are able to build all these wondrous building and being able to do such wondrous alignment. Right, very special group. Right, you need to go there and to experience the situation. Now, just now I told you about the emperor going out, right? This is his entourage. You think the fella go out like one person? Hey, almost entire. It could be a small population of people. Small population mean it could be 10,000 people. You know, they carry like an army of probably 5 to 10,000 people for his entourage to go there. Now you need to think 5 to 10,000 people stay where? If you're a hotel provider for the emperor call you up, wait, I'm the emperor of the current empire right now. I want to come over to your place here and, you know, do a ritual. Wow, you don't sweat, tell you. The fella come, the first thing that you need to worry about is security. Because why everybody want to murder the bugger. Yep. Right, so you bring his entourage of 10,000. Do you think your place can house 10,000? And then you go there, you start to see how they house 10,000 people. That's why it's huge. You know, the place is like all super size, super huge. Super size, super huge, you know, construction is like big. Right? And every generation, the emperor all goes to this particular place, which means that the place is potent. Right? Simple, you know, if the thing is there for so long and every generation, everybody want to go. Something is good, correct or not? Right? So this is, you know, things that you start to see, right? So start to see, start to understand, start to appreciate what is basically happening. Right? So now this is when we call alignment, right? And you see how they build the entire thing. By the way, this is usually the starting point of the they have a run to the top of the Mount Tai every year. Every year they have a competition for you to run to the top of the Tai'Shan. Right? So they have a competition every single year. So normal circumstances, if you start from the foothill, which is not here, way inside, it's called the foothill of the Mount Tai'Shan, and you're going to reach the top, which is the Nantianmen. It takes about 3 hours for normal folks. Right? Take about 3 hours to reach there by normal folks. These people can reach the freaking top of the Tai'Shan in 60 minutes. 58 minutes is the record. And you will also see a lot of people who Their job is to carry supplies up. Carry vegetable, carry this, carry that, so carry things up. You will see that they go out, come down every day a lot of times. Right, so how to do now you have to imagine, right, how the hell does the emperor last time, they have to walk up the entire mountain, and at that point in time, where got beautiful staircase? Right now the entire path is basically already have beautiful staircase. Last time where got they, right? So I was wondering, how does the first guy who went up to the Tai'Shan, how the hell did he survive? A lot of amazing thing you start to see, right? So a lot of amazing thing you start to see, how 刻苦耐劳 the people are over there, right? All of this, you have to go there and experience, right? So from the picture itself, I already can feel how nice to be there, looking at the mountain range. Yeah, lor, right? Pretty good, right? So we will start to understand what mountain range. Emperor seat sedan chair. No lah. They got sedan chair service there, by the way. Some of you are very worried. What if I cannot get up to that? You can employ a sedan chair. Yes. 有橋啊，有可以搭橋。But the emperor don't take the queue up, literally walk up. Because they have to and by the way, you guys know the emperor don't 下跪 so they don't 下跪，我都唔知叫乜嘢。Bow. They don't bow down to anything. So they bow down to Mount Tai'Shan. Yep. They go there, they have to pay respect. They have to bow down to Mount Tai'Shan. It's the only place whereby, yes, correct, prove sincerity by walking. Right? So now don't worry, we will not be proving our sincerity. I've arranged the what we call the cable car. We will cable car right to the top. On the top itself, we will slowly visit every place. When I was there, it was a bit of a rush. Isn't it hard to climb up or not? No, it's hard to climb up or not. Normal folk 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Normal folk. Okay, normal folk. If you are fit, probably an hour and a half you can reach the top. Okay, non-fit fella 2.5 hours you will reach the top. So we arrange cable car to go up because most of the thing is actually at the top. So at the top, I will bring you slowly. You don't have to run around. Right? When I went there, I have to run around, right? Because timing wasn't very long when I went there. Right? So we will go around there about 3 hours. I budget about 3 hours on top so that I can slowly show you the places, slowly explain to you what the hell is where the hell, where to go, where to see. And more importantly, where are the aligned places, the place that do the alignment. Then we can do our manifestation there. Right? I'll also explain to you why that particular hour is being chosen for the manifestation and everything, right? So we have a session to explain that, right? Agent to get your visa done, Philippa. Actually, the what we call the tour team that we engage, they will get the what we call the visa done for you. Right? They'll be able to get the visa done for you because you need a lot of documentation from. Anyway, right? So I don't know whether your ones is because of a local related matter, your what we call your embassy here in the country is having a problem, but visa related matter in US then you have to talk to your US guy. Right. Okay, right. So like this particular mountain is called Water Mountain. A lot of people say that, how to identify Water Mountain? This is Water Mountain. Wavy Water Mountain. Right. So when you go there that time, then I will show you. So this entire area got a lot of very funny small little restaurant. I think it's a Airbnb homestay area as well. So it's basically a tourism area. And so now we will be able to take a look at that. Right. So like it's easy for me to tell you, this is called the Wavy Water Mountain. Right. Not there very difficult. Not that very difficult for me to show you. So then thereafter, hopefully, because your eye have seen the real things before, when you come back to your country, when you pass by, it's easy for you to recognize. Right. So all this you'll be able to take a look at. Right. So and go up there. Now you can see the entire storyline. They actually have an entire theater there. So this is part of the mountain. The entire mountain will be changed into a screen. Yeah, they changed the entire mountain into a screen, which is amazing. Okay, yes, Mount Tai'Shan is actually behind that. Right, so you start to see it, and then the next day, when you go up that time again, if everything is clear, I'll tell you, that's where the theater is. Oh, right. So that's basically what we will do, right? So this is part of it, right? Why do you need to know the history of all the emperor who went there? Once you finish looking at this, then I will tell you lah. I will tell you what is the significance of the mountain, right? Just give you a tip first. This mountain is no spiritual one. Zero spiritual this mountain, right? Which is what make it very potent. Right? So this one will tie back to the Confucius versus the Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching way of thinking. Right? So it is important for you to understand. Okay. Will your team handle US visa? I will check with the tourist fella first and see how they basically handle visa. Because what happened here is that you want to get the visa, they have to send you the approval letter. For you to get the visa, they will send you the approval letter, which means that, once you confirm all your things ready, I confirm with them already, they will send over the approval letter for you to send over to your embassy there to get the visa done. Right? They cannot help you with your embassy, but they will give you all the required documentation so that you can submit that to your embassy. Cool? That part of it we will basically settle. So you just need to be able to get to the embassy and ask them what is their procedure, what document do they need. So we will provide the document. The things that there's two documents. One is official invitation into the country document. Number two is the confirmation that you have a place to stay document. That one is issued by the hotel. Right? So all the hotel that we're going to be staying. So we'll be staying in a few hotels. There's one which is really, really nice that we will stay in, is that it's a old school. Not old school, hotel is new. It's built in the image of the school, or you want to call it hostel for the people who come for exam. Right, last time when they travel, so which means that last time when they travel to Beijing for exam, right, so could they get 状元, right, exam, right? So they will go to this sort of places called 书院, 书院, right? So this is where Confucius study. This is where Confucius teach. So we go there and experience a bit of olden day school time. So it's a very serene place, right? Good for study, right? So we'll stay there. It's pretty nice. We'll do that as well. Okay. So let's take a look, right? So this is the entire Tai'Shan. Right, so can you see that the path go up there? No, right? So Lantianmen, which is at the very top. Can I press it? It's even higher than my hand, but never mind. We'll take the cable car up to the Lantianmen, and we will walk. Now, can you see that from Lantianmen? Yeah, very difficult to show you. Cannot. I need to find a way to make the mouse appear. But anyway, Lantianmen on the top, and there is still an entire path to the top. Right, so this one straight up. Now this is where you can see the sunrise. So we will go to the very top observatory area, and we can start to see the rest. Interesting, very, very nice. There's a lot of things to a lot of things to chit chat about, right? Right, so Phillips is trying to join together with Melanie to make visa together. All right. Okay, right. So we can take a look at this, right? So on the day, we will spend about 3 hours on top there. We will have a good lunch on top. We have make arrangement on a good lunch on top already. So in one of the hotels there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay. Right, so for those of you who are worried about climbing staircase, this is the only scary staircase that you need to worry about. We will not be climbing any of the bottom staircase. So this staircase probably about 70 to 100 steps. It's actually not very long. Even if you are like freaking slow, it's a 15-minute climb. Okay, right, so no worry, this is the only challenging staircase. Can you see the top? The top is basically the observatory. That's a place that we will go up, right until the top to look at the east, to see the sunrise area. So of course, by the time we are there, the sun is already on top of you. Okay, by the time we reach the top, the sun is already on top. We just forget about it. Right? So the Tai'Shan got a very weird you want to call it what we call environment, right? So it's like this, right? The sun is scorching hot on you, it's hot one, the sun. But when the wind blow, right, it's cold until your bone. So extreme. So when you are there at that time, you don't know whether you want the sun or you want the wind. When the sun is there, it's like, oh, so hot, how I wish is there's some wind blowing. And when the wind blow, oh my god, what happened to you, the sun? Suddenly, no power, right? So when you go there, please bring some windbreaker. Bring some windbreaker, something that is windproof one, right? Something that windproof, the wind blow that time, at least you got something to cover yourself. But not the type that is what we call got too much wool inside one, or you get cooked. Right? The sun is really, really hot. Right? So this is where we go. And the temple for prayer is basically somewhere there. Temple for prayer. Right? You will see this temple for prayer. Right? You see everybody lining up, for do a prayer, right? So yeah. This one very, very famous. By the way, the small guy who is sitting there meditating, that's my Qigong Sifu. That's my Qigong Sifu. Okay. Right, so we follow him to basically this, right? So we will be doing our manifestation in this particular area. Right. So in China also, you will start to understand that a place that is allowed to burn thing is very special place in China. Right? China basically has already completely right now banned burning. You cannot like Malaysia. Like Malaysia, everywhere you have the incense, dim hyong, right? Everywhere you can basically, all the temple you go, you can actually burn incense. In China, cannot. Right? In China, cannot do that. So in China, got two type of temple. One type of temple is called exhibition temple. Right? Exhibition temple are, sorry to say, a fake temple. Right? But there are still people who go there and pray one fake temple. And there are this sort of temple which is real temple. Right? These are real temple, real aligned temple. So go there, we will start to talk about, some of the alignment thingy. And you will start to understand, right? You start to understand temple alignment, right? So once you understand temple alignment, I don't care whichever temple you go, it's very easy for you to know whether the temple is potent or not potent. Okay, right? So we will basically go here, right? So to reach this place is pretty easy. It is before the scary staircase. It's right before the scary staircase, is this particular way. So the all the ritual is actually done on this temple. Okay, all the emperor ritual. And if you're lucky, you really gonna see people with their entourage, everything, they come here and do all the particular ritual that they need to do. Usually it's done for their family. Family mean that they get right? It's going to be the entire family tree from in China. They will come over with their, family crest, family flag, and do all the things. Yeah, fun, right? Fun thing to basically see, right? Come and see what else, right? So these are some of the mountain. Like for example, you can see this particular on the top, which is called a flag formation, by the way. Right? Flag formation is to rally troops together, increase morale. Now, you want to conquer people's places, right? You want to run an empire, right? So if you cannot rally troops together, you cannot hold the morale together. Conquer your head lah. So also there are, a lot of round metal mountain. Metal is for power and authority. So metal basically signify conjugation or concentration of power. Right? So when you want to become an emperor, you need concentration of power. I say you follow. Okay, you don't go and fight with it. Right? So we will also be looking at one of the what we call Lap Lo Tin Choi. It's a wealth mountain, but it's a wealth mountain, right? So put together. So a lot of this, if you are not there, you very difficult for you to know what it is. So in book you can see lah. In book, they basically write what formation with a very ugly drawing. A very ugly drawing, how are you supposed to know? Right? So you need to go there and take a look. Right? So go there will basically, have a look at it. Right? So these are things that you can see with your own eye when you follow me and go up And take a look. I'll explain to you. Right? Pretty easy, you don't have to go there and guess. Right? So hopefully when you have the experience of looking at all of this, then it's easier for you when you come back when you practice. Right? Cool. die hot or die cold. I don't know lah. For me it's like also a bit difficult lah. For me. Right? So and lastly, you see a lot of this one for fun only lah, right? So you see a lot of street beer. Yes, there should be a lot of this one. One cup is $8, right? 8 baht renminbi. 8 baht renminbi in Malaysia is about 4 ringgit lah. Huge cup It's very very big cup. It's a lot of these beers in China. Don't worry, their beer is very thin. Which means you drink a lot also won't get won't get drunk, right? So but it's fun, right? So it's basically a fun place, right? So we will visit the night market as well. China's night market. Right, so and then you can compare whether Malaysia night market is more short or China night market is more short. You want to buy your what we call memorabilia bag for your family member, is a very good place, right? So they got a lot of very nice wood carving. Oh, their handicraft wood carving skills, that is magnificent. Right, super. If you are the type of people like to buy wood carving of different deities, different king. Right, so do all those wood carving you can buy. Not cheap and also not expensive. Yeah, right. So jade, don't ask me like jade I have absolutely no idea. There's also a lot of jade there, but just be careful. Jade, I don't know how to identify. Wood carving very easy to identify. Look good or not look good, right? The entire workmanship is intricate or not, right? So that one very easy to identify. If you love it, then go and buy. Okay, don't like tea also. I don't know. Also, the street is full of tea as well. If you know how to choose tea, then go ahead there. If not, I'll just tell you avoid lah. Alright, so I know how to choose beer. Right, I know how to choose beer, so it's easier for me. Right, cool guys. Right, so this is my experience. Right, didn't show you a lot about the entire qigong. Right, so because the entire qigong is basically advanced qigong refinement for qigong teacher. Right, so it's a qigong teachers class. Just now I show you a bit. That was one of the qigong master. What we call doing qigong to the right. So giving qigong energy, transmitting energy to the particular person. Right, so and I happen to see this particular person very tengwa. I'll say that you are very obedient. Right, because the qigong master move left, you go left. Move right, you go right. The fella doesn't know one. The fella is is basically in a state of relax. Right, so those are the things that we are doing, and it's together with a bunch of Germans, by the way. So we got 20 over Germans that went there to learn qigong. Germans are way, right? So and then they have a translator that translate whatever the teacher is saying in German. And you see, people from overseas, American, Germans, Canadians, all of them basically fly in just to learn, right? Qigong. Amazing, right? So and poor us Asian, I don't see much. Right. Oh yes. Also one thing. The things like feng shui, things like qigong is actually banned in China. Up until today, it's banned in China. Right. So there was a period in China whereby it's Mao Zedong period. They tried to ban the 4O. Right. 破四九他们讲破四九 the time. So a lot of superstitious activity are all being banned. Right. So including qigong and also feng shui. Qigong and feng shui practice is basically all that. Right. So yes, when we go there that time, right, you're supposed to tell people you go there for Tai Chi. Yes, Tai Chi is not banned because Tai Chi is part of martial arts. Right. So Tai Chi is classified under martial arts. So martial arts is okay. So martial arts is not superstitious. So martial arts is fine. But qigong is. Yep. So up until today also, you don't openly practice feng shui. You don't openly practice qigong. Right? So when there's people asking, tell them it's Tai Chi. It's Tai Chi. That's it. We also do the same. We also, it was actually labeled as a Tai Chi convention, by the way. Anyway, all right, guys. Alright, so you have any question you want to ask, feel free to basically pop into this particular chat and ask. Right, so for those of you who need some assistance in arrangement, in some of the arrangement that you need, right, so also just pop something into the Facebook here, right, so that I'll be able to get my office, my AI assistant, right, my AI assistant. Right. AI stands for actual intelligence here for me, right? They're going to be a guy talking to you. All right, guys. Right. So this is my sharing for you on the Taiwan trip, and very happy for those of you who have signed up, and we'll be going there. I know I'll be able to share you some of the experience. So one more time, right? It's actually a big dream for me. To actually do what is to go to a place, deliver some class content, then holiday. That is actually what I want to do with my. So I always thought of maybe go to a place and then teach a 2 day class, then go for a 5 day holiday tour in the place. Right. So this is my, you can call it, this is my first attempt of doing so. Right. So bring all of you for an excursion in a very interesting place. Explain to you, what are the things happening and teach you some class. Yes, we do have some class there. Right. So we will look at some qigong component. We will look at some 八字 qimeng component, right? So and of course the feng shui landform component, we will look at it. Teach you first, then when we go there, I tell you, then you know what you are looking at, right? Or else as long as the message, I will come. Amazing message in China. Right. So yes, so when we go there, that time we will start to do. So it's easier for me to explain to you first in theory, guys, this is what is what. Then when we go to the place that time, I think that is the thing that I tell you. So you can straight away connect the particular line, or else it's very difficult. Right, very difficult. Same thing also, you say that when you do manifestation that time, you want to go into this particular manifestation state, right? I will teach you how to get into manifestation state. I will teach you how to feel for the chi. Now, once you know how to feel for the chi already, when we go up that time, right, it's easier for you to replicate. Then you do a manifestation. Okay, cool. Right, Angeline sure can go on. Right, where God cannot go on. Okay, guys, that's it for this particular sharing itself. Hopefully we'll be able to see the rest of you signing up for the trip. Right, so okay, that's it. See you guys. Bye.